AITA for staying true to my threats after my dad died? My dad died unexpectedly last week, and my sister Jess and I lost our mom last year to a mix of cancer and the virus. From how our family acted in the past over scavenging over dead people's things, both Jess and I decided to send out a family memo on no one is to enter or take anything from our parents' house until we get there. Both Jess and I work on the West Coast, so it takes some time to get there with all of our kids and family. I saw several notifications from my parents' Ring doorbell, and I'm a lawyer. I reminded my family we will prosecute. Jess and I are on the same page. Jess gets to my parents' house first and notices stuff is missing, and my parents had security cameras and an Alexa show. It's shown my cousin taking stuff from the house. So Jess did what we agreed on and called the police, and two of our cousins was arrested. Because it was over $1,000, both are looking at felonies. My cousin said my dad promised him this stuff, and I have my dad's will making me executor of the estate. I told him he should have waited to file a claim with estate, and everyone was warned about what would happen. Jess and I don't have the best relationship with our extended family, and we are not dropping charges. Because of this drama, Dad was quietly cremated with no service, and we plan to hold one when scattered our parents' ashes at Jess's house in a tree planted for them. My last living grandma is upset about it, but she sided with my cousins and aunt, saying we are too tough on having them arrested. NTA. Your dad created a will and made you the executor of the estate for a reason. If your cousins were actually meant to have the thousands of dollars worth of items they took, they could have waited until you arrived. It sucks that they got arrested, but the first thing on their minds when losing a relative shouldn't be, I should take items from their house, or, I'm owed these items, let me go collect. Plus, you and your sister gave advanced warning. So it's not like you just randomly decided to call the police. There is nothing quite so unedifying as the rush by distant family members to grab what they can when someone dies. Definitely NTA. So your dad had a will naming you the executor, and your relatives decided to steal from your dad's estate. NTA. NTA. I had a cousin who practically cleaned out our grandmother's house. This was long before the advent of Ring doorbells or security cameras, so she got away with the theft of thousands of dollars of stolen property. Your cousins broke into a home when they could have waited for you and your sister to arrive and ask nicely for some momentous. Since your family relationships are strained already, let them stew in the pot of trouble they choose to create. NTA. Who goes through a dead person's thing before their kids get there? NTA. You stated the consequences and they ignored it. Law is law, especially when talking that much money. That's breaking and entering, not to mention stealing. NTA. My advice? Follow through with the charges and use this opportunity to remove these people from your life permanently. Don't give a single thing or a single penny to anyone in the extended family that you are not on good terms with. NTA. Nothing like a wedding or a funeral to remind you that family is just people. And people are terrible. I had to get my own attorney last time someone died in my family. Not because I cared about money, there was none, but just to be sure my stepfamily released my grandfather's stuff to me. They still got away with most of it, but I did so enjoy their distress. NTA. You did the exact right thing. That was breaking and entering, and anybody supporting those actions should be cut from your lives entirely. Sorry for your loss, and sorry your family is awful. NTA. They were warned and still decided to help themselves. They deserve the charges. NTA, from how our family acted in the past over scavenging over dead people's things, sounds like your family sees absolutely nothing wrong with stealing things from those who have passed. They need to learn that stealing from family is still stealing and still wrong. There's nothing like the law to teach them a lesson. NTA. Deaths in the family bring out the worst in people. I can only hope that you would have otherwise been fair to them had they only been patient, but they made their choice and can face the consequences of their actions. Man shrugging light skin tone. You are the executor of your dad's estate and therefore the protector of his affairs after his death, so stand firm and don't drop the charges. NTA. They broke in and burglarized your parents' home. Do not drop the charges. They were warned and thought you would ignore their behavior. Stay strong. I am so sorry for your losses. NTA. You specifically instructed them not to take anything and they went ahead and did exactly that. NTA. My MIL's sister did this within days of her sister dying. Took all kinds of mementos that I would have gladly split or made copies of. She was so nasty about it, and was really pissed that my mill had given me some 100-plus-year-old albums to keep safe at my house. Before she died, she knew her sister all too well. I won't even share copies of those at this point. I wish I would have prosecuted. You are NTA. NTA. I don't understand how this very normal boundary was so hard for them to respect. NTA. You warned them about the consequences and they chose to go in anyway and steal some of your parents' things. That is theft and theft is illegal. NTA. You warned them and they still chose to steal. NTA. You set boundaries that were subsequently breached. That has consequences. NTA. Vultures gonna scavenge. And sometimes there's poison in them varmints they eat. You warned them and followed through. Sounds like a rare action in the family. And sorry for your and your sister's losses.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Haircast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.